hospital, listen to my numerologist. She said stay out of Westchester County. It adds up to death with your cane.
Oh, poor Marjorie. She had so many things to live for, like... Though at the moment I can't think of a single thing.
I fear Elsa may have brought the, stage door slasher Juju Aqua.
You think? It couldn't have just been someone who wanted Marjorie dead, like the Schuberts, maybe.
What about Helsa?
Put them in a snowdrift. It's the best we could do under the circumstances. It's a blizzard out there. You can't see a foot in front of you.
Well, the rest of the body, for that matter.
Coffee hot cheese is brutal out there.
This hot chocolate?
No, don't touch that!
What?
I'm no expert, but that stuff smells to me like it was poisoned. And I know it's just for the lights went out, or else I sniffed it and he wouldn't... Where the hell is he anyway?
That's a $64 question.
Elsa probably just used too much salt.
You put salt in your hot chocolate.
Sure, should only be a tad, of course, but it really gives us some snap.
I never thought of that. I've tried just a dab of nutmeg, but
No, nutmeg
I find that
also
even
works.
Nutmeg?
Cinnamon.
In hot chocolate?
Yes.
Right.
No. Can we leave the recipe exchange for tomorrow? We got a killer on the loose.
I found the blueprints
What blueprints?
of the estate. Since whoever cut off the power escaped through the tunnels, I thought if we examined these, we might find details of those passages. Then we could pray into the walls to look for clues. I'll put together a picnic lunch in case we get lost.
These just show the house, they don't show the passageways.
Of course not. They're secrets.
Okay, right now I want everybody where I can see them.
And I want to look for clues.
I'm in charge of this investigation, and I say you're staying right here.
Investigation? What investigation?
Murder investigation. I'm a cop.
Why are you telling them?
This has gone too far for adventures, Miss Von Grassenhut. I'm Sergeant Michael Kelly. Of the New York City Police Department. Here on the case of the stage door slasher.
So it's not an audition?
Only for a killer, it seems.
Just my luck.
I told you. But did you listen? No, I'm just a silly old songwriter.
I did go to the Boston Conservatory, you know.
I think this exposure unwise, Sergeant.
The killer's working too damn fast. He didn't go for you in a notebook. He went for someone who could obviously expose him somehow. And not just once. We've had 2 murders. Maybe 3, maybe 4 if we count O'Reilly.
Who was maybe 3?
There are bloodstains by the French doors.
But nobody else is missing.
Nobody we know about.
You mean there could be someone missing who wasn't even here in the first place?
But if you're the police, what was all that business about notifying them in regards to BB's book?
A setup.
I was to be the bait, Roger. When the killer came for me and the notebook, the sergeant would capture him. Clever guess.
It was until you told us all about it.
Obviously, some people were more dangerous to the killer than this book.
Well, perhaps it's a combination of that book and those people that worried the killer. You move them out of the way, the book is useless.
That's exactly the way I got it pegged, miss.
I still maintain we should examine these blueprints. The chase is having fun.
Let me get this straight. All that nonsense about BB's notebook was just made up in order to do...
No. The book is the real McCoy. Sent it to the department from Princeton last week. And it contains information that made us reopen the case.
What sort of information?
Look at the last entry.
Piccadilly 1020.
Oh my god!
What is it, Bernice?
I just got the new second act opener! Oh, give me a pen! Oh, so annoying.
Well, the Piccadilly was our hotel in New York. What's 1020?
Your room?
My room?
And the rest of the artistic staff.
Oh.
It was B.B. McAllister's last appointment. The night of the murder.
Oh yes, that was all the stuff that Elsa was talking about earlier. Well, obviously it didn't worry the killer too much.
Why should it? The staff suite. My God, the key was just left the desk. Everyone, designers, stage managers, Everyone had access to those rooms, and you reopened this investigation based on one appointment?
Okay, we were hoping it might lead to something.
Well, obviously it did.
Obviously it did. There are 2 people dead.
Wait a second! The thing I can't figure is why Bibi was in the hotel at all. Show's off the road. Everyone's staying at home. It's a day off when the murder happens. Now, what's a chorus girl do on her day off?
Huh? Oh! Well,
Sleeps!
well, she certainly wouldn't go near where a murderer was loose.
I would think poor Bibi would want to spend that time with friends. Wouldn't you, Elsa?
Poor Bibi had many dear friends.
Too many?
There's a list following the appointment. In parentheses, 22 toe shoes, Leo, and a series of numbers, 288129. Leo could be something astrological?
Isn't 22 a type of gun?
Caliber, yeah. We wondered about that, but there was no gun involved.
22. 22.
What?
Tutu, toe shoes, Leo, leotard. Sounds like the appointment was for a ballet class or something. So why she'd wear a tutu is beyond me.
What's it look like?
A tutu? It's a little skirt. Very stiff, sticks out in front, like...
She had it on. What? We didn't release that to the press. She had it on, and so did the other 2.
Murdered in a tutu.
How were they wearing their hair?
Hair?
Yeah, was that the same too?
Now that you mention it, yeah, it was. It was, tight and pulled back like a school teacher.
Ballet dancers! The slasher was killing ballet dancers!
Why?
He probably sat through Lacy O'Fee. One time too many.
What I mean is they were dressed like ballet dancers, as if it was some kind of audition or act. Anyone want to hear the new lyric? I think I've got the real flavor of Washington with it. It's called Ways, Means, and Mischief. I'll take it from the courts. Oh my God. Poor Bernice. She works herself much too hard. Helsa! Helsa! Oh my God! You're dead!
I beg your pardon, make a call reminder.
Don't anybody move!
Bossy snores!
Helsa, we saw you half naked and dead fall from the closet into Bernice's arms.
Oh, Bernice! Perhaps it was someone else? I was in Spaceman's gathering potatoes for the piggy swap.
She's still out there. Dead?
Who is dead?
Helsa, have you a twin?
Yeah, 2. I'm of triplets, sisters, but they are in Germany.
Helsa, someone who looks very like you was murdered here this afternoon.
I will look. My Mutter and Vater worked in Berlin as laborers in the government printing plant. In 1923, they died when the carton which contained marks the equivalent of $5 American fell on them and they were crushed. My sisters and I were raised by relatives. We saw each other only on Weihnachtsabend. When we met to decorate the Weihnachtsabend and give each other Weihnachtsgeschenke.
Gesundheit.
The point is, I did not know my sisters.
That woman has absolutely no sense of humor.
Did Helsa accompany you out of town during Manhattan holiday?
No, Helsa was here at the house. My gosh, identical triplets, secret passages, homicidal maniac.
Yeah, it's beginning to look like one of those Hollywood mysteries you direct, Mr. Delamace.
I didn't know you directed a mystery, Ken.
1. Murder at the Biltmore with William Powell, Myrna Lloyd, Sidney Blackmer, Ralph Bellamy, Nat Pendleton, Louise Alberton, and Elisha Cook Jr.
Has that been released?
No. Have you seen it?
I think so.
This is a mess. I don't think she looks the same like me.
spitting image.
Was either of your sisters a ballet dancer by any chance?
That's as Gott in Himmel know. Let's see. Hilda lives in Strassland, working in the boatyard making sails. Helga lives in Stuttgart, where she waits tables in a beer garden. Now, if you will excuse me, I must get back to
You're
the
saying
dinner.
that's not your sister up there?
Anything is possible. I believe my sisters to be in Germany.
That woman out there is of the exact likeness.
Well, my grossvater was a seaman merchant out of Bremen. Perhaps he put ashore in Brooklyn? There's only a train by the way. Nicht wahr? Mr. O'Reilly, he is dead also?
We don't know.
Pardon me, excuse me, come into the box. So,
I told you she had eyes for him. 2 murders and all she's concerned for is O'Reilly.
Obviously, Helsa is lying, though I can't imagine why.
She's covering for him?
I thought you said espionage was in your blood.
Oh,
It is. It's just a little sluggish at the moment.
Well, maybe her sister was on her way here and was killed before Helsa knew she arrived.
So why wouldn't she identify her?
oh, perhaps Helsa's sister is the slasher.
But if her sister is the slasher, who can slash her?
Oh, it's all too confusing.
No, it's simple. You got a sister who's a servant in Chappaqua, a sister sewing sausage and sauerkraut in Stuttgart, and a sister sewing sails somewhere.
Strassland.
So either Helga from Stuttgart or Hilda from Strassland, while seeking her sister in a snowstorm, is hacked by a homicidal halfwit who thinks either Hilda or Helga is Helsa. Now, ask yourself why.
Ask myself why. I don't even know what you said.
Ask myself why what?
Not why what, why who?
Why who what?
Not why, who, what. Why, what.
Why who what why?
What?
Because before you ask who, you have to ask why.
And how?
And how? What?
Oh, I was disagreeing. And how?
Maybe it depends on when.
Wait, what?
Please, if you're going to do that again, I need another drink.
Let me see that book.
Could Helsa be the stage door slasher? Well, it's what we're all thinking, isn't it?
Oh, it's what we're all thinking. But why would Helsa murder 3 women?
Jealousy.
Of whom?
Of your friends, of course. You said you had many.
I said Phoebe had many.
Really, Roger. If you're going to take the thoughts of others and twist them, I'd prefer you stick to Jerome Kern. You do that so much better.
I do not steal from Jerome
He
Kern.
certainly does not.
Thank you, Bernice.
It's Sigmund Romberg!
Oh, fine. It's supposed to be missing funny about my talent. It strikes me as an exceptionally transparent attempt to get off the subject, which is, which one of us might have a motive.
All right. Shall we begin with the well-known fact that you hate dancers?
Not true. I only hate them when they sing.
You did demand those 3 girls be removed from the numbers.
But that wasn't I.
My point is that any one of us could have had a motive. Even me, like they were all pregnant or something. But I don't think the killer's in this room.
Well, what about O'Reilly? We haven't seen him since the blackout.
He may be dead.
Or in those tunnels.
Well, we won't know if we don't look. I am going to serve dinner, and then I suggest an armed foray into those walls. There is another possibility. Perhaps Helsa is her sister.
What?
Just something that happened earlier. When I attempted to kiss her good morning, something different.
She kisses her maid good morning.
Now, Okay, I want to get to solving this thing. I want to reconstruct the moment before the crime, and I want all of you to show me where you stand before the lights went out.
Oh, you've got to be
No,
kidding!
this can work. Ellery Queen does it all the time.
All right, let's try it. I was here. Bernice, where were you?
I was
She was over there.
We were here.
Poor Marjorie was over there.
This doesn't tell me a goddamn thing.
Well, I, for one, do not think that Elsa should be alone in the kitchen with Helsa.
Wait a second, Ken. I want to read you the new second act opening.
Personally, I believe what we had originally was fine.
Well, Marjorie hated it.
Marjorie was dead, Bernice. I don't think you should allow a gentleman's opinion to have influence over you.
Can't believe one of them could be the slasher.
Nah, I got me a whole other theory.
You come into the kitchen?
In a sec.
Find something interesting?
It's addresses, appointments, and a kind of log. I mean, she refers to things she's done that day. See, here's LN small W/K.
Lunch with Kathy. Another dancer in the show, but we checked all those notes out. The ones we can make sense of anyway.
I think it's a code.
Code? Why would you keep a code?
Well, every so often there's nothing but a list of numbers.
Phone numbers.
But there's not always an exchange. Here's Endicott, Murray Hill, and then row of numbers. It's a code.
Bank accounts, maybe? Secret bank accounts!
Yeah! Maybe.
I got a theory. And it's based on plain old-fashioned police work.
Hey, maybe serial numbers?
Observation. Observation, that's the key. And if I'm right, then someone is in very great danger. I think I know who that someone is.
Maybe the numbers are letter stuff.
Where'd you learn about that?
Well, when you were a kid, didn't you ever send away to Orphan Annie or Jack Armstrong for a secret decoder?
Don Winslow of the Navy. I got a ring.
Well, I'll use the Orphan Annie system. Let's try to break it.
What we need is paper. Holy mackerel! The desk drawer! Hey, Sarge. Where'd the cop go?
My gosh, another tunnel!
Oh, this joint has more surprises than laxatives.
There are steps leading down.
Hey, you guys don't go in there.
Well, I want to see what's down here.
You run into the slasher, don't plie.
Oh, it looks like a wine cellar.
Great, now come back up. I can't believe you're doing this when there's a killer loose. I mean, there's someone, maybe a raving maniac in this house with a knife or a saber, and you're running around down there in the dark instead of staying up here in the light where it's safe. Oh my God! Hi, can I help you? All the dancers are out right now, but you can't leave a message. No thanks. I changed earlier from the fact. I got a radio song. Ready for the outro, you know? Well, I get it. You think I'm a dancer? Oh, that age of mine. You'll tell anybody anything to give me work. No, I'm a comic. To being a comic, I'm also a ventriloquist. Or my voice anywhere. What's Eddie? We'll get to this. thirsty?
Gott in Himmel, no!
Alien free! Where'd he go? Oh, where'd he go? So help me. I'll clip him. I'll mow him down.
Eddie, did you shove me there some kind of joke?
Let's get out of there.
There's a lever next to the door.
The slasher was here.
The slasher was here?
Well, you were down there. Right here in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
Well, what did he look
Like
like?
somebody in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
No, I mean, tall, short.
Who knows, both? Maybe I was too busy looking at the razor.
Well, let's go tell the others.
No! It could be one of them. He was after this, but I grabbed it and ran.
You did? Gee, Eddie, you're kind of brave.
Nah, just fast. See, when you play some of the joints I play.
Well, which one of them do you think it is?
Well, I got a theory.
O'Reilly?
Oh, we thought you were dead.
Sure, and so did somebody else. I was hit on my head and left to die.
When was this?
When I was going for the aspirin.
I hope you got a chance to take a couple.
When I come to, I found myself in a tunnel. And I've taken the own time trying to get out.
There have been 2 murders here.
And what's more, it's not even an audition. It's a setup to catch the slasher.
Murders? Who?
Miss Babystock and someone who's either Helga, Hilda, or Helsa.
Was?
Someone who we think is Helsa's twin sister.
So right out of that closet.
Helsa's sister, was it? And Helsa, she's alright.
Yeah, fine. Don't worry, she was concerned about you too.
Was she, no? He thinks she's a fine super for lass. I believe I have a spotted brandy to ward off the chill.
I sit still. I'll get it.
So, how long have you been in this country, Mr. O'Reilly?
What?
I asked how long you'd been in America. You are Irish-born,
As Paddy's cow.
and where in Ireland are you from?
Sure, and are you familiar with Ireland, Colleen?
I've never been there, no.
Well, there's a spot which the sun coming over the mountains is first, waking the fine village of McGillicuddy to another of God's days. It's so that the prominence so that they'll ever be.
You should know better than ask an Irishman where he's from. We could have been here all night.
Sure, and it's as warm as a bog of peas in August.
Have I seen you in anything on Broadway, Mr. O'Reilly?
Are you writing a book about me?
Dinner, sir! Oh, Mr. O'Reilly, you've returned to us.
Somebody hit him on the head and left him to die.
Oh,
My dear, we've unleashed something horrible in these walls tonight.
However, the fishy squad is ready, and... Where's Sergeant Kelly?
I don't know. Isn't he with you?
Perhaps he went to wash up. Come along, everyone else is in the dining room. Let's eat so we can get down to the serious business of the evening.
I don't think he's Irish.
Easy enough to tell. We'll give him some more brandy and see if he starts to fight single right to boom.
you're right. You forgot to me drink.
Pop gold? Oh, come on.
Dinner is served, Helsa. Oh, Helsa, they tell me your sister is dead. Are you in mourning? Oh, come out, Helsa. I think we should talk. Peekaboo! Ah! Helsa, I know you're here somewhere. You can't hide from O'Reilly. Elsa, there's got to be something here. Come on, secret passage of something. Oh, yeah! No, yeah! No, no, you're done! No, no!
999. Auf Wiedersehen!
Oh, yeah! Look, yeah! Yeah!
Oh, Gott in Himmel, would you look at that?
I bothered you. I'll tell them to save you something. Don't look, O'Reilly and me. God! We never get along so well.
I'm going for help!
Hey, look, we're having meat and fish.
Wait, where'd they go?
Into the wall.
He's trying to kill her. We've got to help.
Help how?
Where's that cop?
I'm going into those walls.
Are you crazy? Don't go in there.
Excuses for trying to stop her, believe me.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing.
Sure we can.
We need to trap her in 2 directions. Look, Nikki, you are going in through here. I'll enter from the billiard room.
That's the billiard room?
Yes.
Interesting you place it over here, next to the parlor.
Well, it used to be the music room.
You know, I would have put it closer to the soil.
Oh, yeah, that's motivated a lot. Okay, can we hold the architectural discussion till later? He may be killing her. I'm going in.
Oh, I'll go with you. 2 can die as easy as 1.
Here, take this so you can see what you're up against.
See it? Who wants to see it?
Roger, play the radio very loud. That way we can always find this room.
Oh, if you can find the red network of NBC, Bill Spatoni and his Organ Orchestra's on right now.
I warn you, it's a labyrinth in there. Stay close together. Oh, please, Roger, anything like that.
Buried under snow, this blizzard fast reaching catastrophic proportions. Transportation has halted. Governor Lehman and Mayor Gordian have declared that a state
My
of
God, all we
emergency.
need now is a power failure.
From your mouth to God's ear.
There are storm lanterns in the pantry. Come help me get them.
Oh, okay. Ow! Damn it! I bumped into the piano.
That was my head! Are you coming, Roger?
Are you still sitting on the floor, Bernice?
I'm not moving until the lights come back on. I'm just going to sit here with my bottle of wine and
There's something
relax.
in here.
All right, Bernice. We'll be back for you. Come on.
Oh, God. What's that?
There's mischief in Washington, and guess who has to pay? There's mix-ups in Washington, and guess who? Who is it?
You have not seen me.
Not yours!
Ah, that's the dragonfly!
Where are you?
In the corridor.
Ah.
I am going back into that closet. You will not tell them that you saw me.
My lips are sealed.
If you tell, I will drag you into the tunnels where no one can find you. Have you ever been stripped, tied to a wall, and whipped? Then,
Do I have to answer that?
Oh, here's the library.
remember, one word and you die!
She's in the closet. She's in the closet. Who? Elsa, she's in the closet. Really? What? She's
Just keep her locked in there until help comes.
I'm going for the police officer. Stay here in case he comes out of the walls.
Oh, out of the walls. Yes, I forgot we're visiting the House of Usher.
The walls. The walls of the enclosure. Just a second. Opening should be a waltz.
Waltz?
Dick Rogers does whatever show can.
Bernice, this is hardly the place, and it certainly isn't the time.
Isn't the time, Roger? Isn't the time? I'm creating. Don't tell me it isn't the time. The contractions are beginning, and he tells me it isn't the time. I've been stopped from giving birth alive here tonight, Ken. She's in the closet.
She's got a butcher's knife.
I've got a gun.
What's an Irish tenor doing with a gun?
I'm not Irish. I'm Italian, now. Lieutenant Tony Garibaldi, I'm the gate here on the case of a stage door slasher. The maid of the slasher, she's on her way up to deliver. Okay, Avenzo. You heard me, the jig is up. Come out with your hands up high. Okay, Avenzo. I'm counting to 10. Find, spy, dry.
He's counting in German?
Oh, Helsa's German.
Oh.
Vier, fünf,
Ooh,
5.
no wonder there's so rope over there.
acht, neun, zehn.
Actually, she couldn't come out even if she wanted to. The door's locked.
Well, look it, huh?
Oh, hi. Boy, am I glad to see you. The flashlight went out. We've been wandering in pitch black. I would have got separated, but I held her hand and led her through the tunnels. All right, Nikki. Come on, we're back in the house.
Oh, Nikki.
Where'd you come from? Where's Nikki? What? Hold on, I can't understand a thing you're saying because you got a gag in your mouth. No, what were you saying?
I said get this goddamn gag out of my mouth!
Did you pass the maid in there?
My nose is too dark to see anything.
Helsa is the stage door slasher.
Helsa. Wait a minute. And she's in there? With Nikki?
I'll take care of this.
Hold it! This is a job for the police.
Ah, but he is the police. Lieutenant Tony...
Garibaldi.
somebody.
He's working on the slasher case.
Out of where?
Headquarters.
What division?
Area crimes.
Erie Crimes Division?
Yeah, it's a new thing the commissioner just...
You got a badge?
Of course he has a badge. He just showed it to us.
Oh, come on, pal, let's see some ID.
Sure. Hands up! Everyone move! Over there! Move! Move! Move!
You're the son of the bitch that conked me on the head, right? You took my badge, right?
I needed the ID. Almost worked until Bubble lets you spoiled everything.
Hey! Just a minute.
I can't find that police officer anywhere.
Hands up! Stop your slogging, sister!
Who's got this of Mr. O'Reilly?
It's not O'Reilly.
I am Klaus Stansdorf of the Geheime Staatspolizei.
The Gestapo.
Temporarily assigned to the German consulate in New York as a cultural attaché.
What's the Gestapo want with the stage door slash?
What I want is for you, Sergeant Kelly, to take the lantern and lead the bay into the closet.
You can go to hell.
Go to hell.
I don't want to go to hell.
Bitte, Sergeant Kelly. I could have easily killed you before, but I didn't. Why not? Professional courtesy. Take the lantern.
No.
No.
Perfect. I suggest the best of you turn your heads, as the bullet from this gun makes quite a large hole.
Don't make a move, Daddy-O, or you'll be pushing up Daisy.
Scheiße!
Inside Nicole Crandall. Okay, what's going on? United States Naval Intelligence.
We're gonna need some rope.
In the pantry, I'll get it.
I'll go with her. She shouldn't be alone.
Wait a minute. I am not staying here with all these guns waving around. Her niece?
Scotch and soda.
Never mind.
Up against the piano, Crabhead.
Krauthead. Oh. Easy.
Hey, where'd you learn to do that?
Basic training.
That's pretty basic, all right.
Okay, inside, I'll take over.
Naval intelligence. I'll be damned.
We've been after this guy for 3 weeks.
So when you're always running into tunnels, you were packing a heater in your handbag.
This cat a spy or something?
Worse, he's a saboteur. His name is Dieter Wenzel.
You have the fun match.
Shut your trap.
Wenzel?
That's right, Helsa's brother.
What's he doing here?
The Nazis landed this guy and 5 others on Long Island 3 weeks ago. We caught 4 of them in Sag Harbor posing as novelists.
My name is Klaus Stansdorf.
Baloney. The saboteurs had false identities, $500,000, and a mission to blow up installations all over this country to effectively retard our nation's communication system.
Gee, I thought the post offices are already taken care of that.
But this guy and a guy named Franz Becker decided the money was more important than the fatherland and took off with the do-re-mi.
So where's this guy's buddy Becca?
Well, the captain, Jim here, bumped him off for the greenbacks. Right, Fritz?
Don't. I can back it because he was a traitor, Doomcall.
Hey, who you calling Doomcop?
Her I'm calling Doomcall. You can bump him.
Just wanted to get that straight.
How'd you get on this guy's trail?
See, naval intelligence knew he had a sister. I figured it was a long shot, but he might head for her.
They sent you alone against the killer?
I was the only agent who could sing harmony.
Listen to me, all of you. Your lives are in great danger.
Okay, pal, we're all ears.
My name is not Dieter Winzel. Dieter Winzel is an officer in Abwehr, German military counterintelligence. He is also a homicidal maniac.
Homicidal maniac? Gotta get in the German army.
We recruited him to be our army.
And he's doing all the killing?
Of course!
Where is he?
He is.
All right,
He is in
Mr.
the
Rowe. I'll tie him up. I'm very handy with habits.
He's gone! America's gone and I'll never get it back! He's dead!
There's blood on these books, and the knife must have come right through here.
Moby Dick! Gee, I don't see why a knife got through that. I couldn't even finish the first chapter.
Bernice, did I leave my God!
He was stabbed through the book.
This is right about where I was grabbed.
There's a passage there.
Holy mackerel.
I'm going in.
No, Sergeant! It's useless. That passage splits off into 5 others.
He was killed through the bookcase and practically fell on Bernice.
Bernice, are you all right?
I can't work in this environment, Roger. These people have no respect for an artiste. It's casting swirl before pine and... I'm very drunk.
It's useless. The passage splits up in 5 others. Okay, look, I want to take things a step at a time. I want to get this guy outside with the others. A couple of you give me a hand. Can they put it back on the shelf?
I guess you can still read
He's a Nazi.
He's not seeing anymore.
Be careful with the stairs.
That is a lot of wiener schnitzels.
Oh,
It's a constant substitution. Poor baby's book. Someone was trying to work out the code.
I was.
I love codes, like playing clock. Maybe it was substituting numerals for constants on a triple basis.
Well, how's it work?
It's very easy. Look,
Hey, can we stop by the hall closet?
I want to pick up my earmuffs this time.
it's very, very simple, especially since you're teaching number sets. This becomes A, P, P, L, apples. Here's repeat, apples. This is corn, some sort of ongoing shopping list. Oranges, peppermint.
Apples, oranges, corn, peppermint.
What do you think of that?
well, might be some sort of salad.
Really, I don't think the peppermint would tend to dominate, you know?
Well, not if we're allowed to stand too long.
Maybe the sweetness of the orange might counteract.
Word substitutes.
Word substitutes, that's it. It's another code.
Pardon me, Nigga Frau, but the beef is getting a little...
Son! Helsa, my God!
What?
Put your hands up!
you people?
We know you're the stage door slasher, Helsa.
You threatened me with a butcher knife!
Ah, will you open the closet? Nein. In addition to keeping the dinner warm, I have also been running through the tunnels trying to keep from being murdered by my homicidal maniac brother.
Dieter Wenzel?
Yeah. He came here seeking refuge, posing as an Irish tailor.
Mr. O'Reilly.
Yeah.
He's dead. They're burying him in a snowdrift right now.
Maybe look. Yeah, that is Dieter. Poor Dieter. He was a very famous entertainer in Berlin, you know. He lies in a snowdrift with strangers.
Yes, I hope there isn't a sudden thaw. I don't know what the milkman would think.
He tried to kill you earlier?
Yeah, he knew I would turn him into the authorities. You shot him, did you?
No, he was stabbed through the bookcase.
Ach so. Mein Gott, the tunnels!
What about them?
There is something else in there. Something even. I have brushed against it in the dark.
Have you seen it?
If it is human. It is all in black, with the smell of death. It is demonic. It waits for us all. Should I put the cucumbers back on ice, negative Frau?
Yes, I suppose so. Something evil. I'm going for the sergeant.
Did Helsa actually threaten you?
Well, she held a knife, then we slammed the door in her face.
Well, she could be telling the truth then.
If she is, I think we should get out of this house as quickly as possible. Blizzard or no blizzard.
If she is, it makes it all the more important that we crack this code.
What's to say about the night of the murder?
Piccadilly, 1020, tutu, toe shoes, Leo, corn. What's another word for corn?
No.
But I'm the only one with the slightest knowledge of these passages. I have to go.
It's too dangerous for a woman.
Not with this. The Derringer, which General von Grossenduke carried as personal bodyguard to Archduke Ferdinand.
You know how to use that thing?
Sergeant, I have shot the O out of every stop sign in Westchester County.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Okay, here's the plan.
Listen,
We don't-
everyone, we've broken part of the code in BB's book for the night of the murder. Here's what it says. Piccadilly, 1020, tutu, toe shoes, Leo, corn.
Corn? What's another word? What's corn?
A word substitute, we think.
You think? She was a dancer, wasn't she? Maybe she had coins.
Oh.
Okay, here's the plan. We go into 3 passages out of here. 1 gun to a passage. The 4th gun stays in here in case the fiend or whatever it is tries to come back. Elsa? You going through there. And Eddie, you pulled me out of those tunnels pretty good. Take this. I'm going through there.
Hey, if this don't have a flag pops out and says, "Bang," I don't know what to do with it. Well, I played some tough rooms in my life, but this thing.
Down. Now, son, I want you to stay here.
Aye, sir. I want to keep working on this code anyway.
Elsa, is there anywhere the passages don't lead?
Pantry.
Okay, you 3 go in there. That way you'll be safe.
Safety is exactly what I had in mind.
Come on, Bernice, we're moving on.
Oh, good. Anything open this late?
Roger.
Come on.
All set? Okay, let's go.
I warn you, it's amazing now.
You two be safe.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. Are you going to be okay?
I asked you first. Hey, listen. If I'm not back in 24 hours, cancel my ad for my...
Roger and Bernice are all tucked in, surrounded by frying pans. Let's just hope they don't get in a fight over a lyric.
Shouldn't you stay with them?
I thought I should be here with you. You have the job of guarding 3 secret passages at once.
Thanks.
Still working on that book.
God, these foods as word substitutes. You just can't figure them.
Another code. Locked in poor Bibi's head forever, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I must congratulate you on some of your performance. As a chorus girl, quite convincing. The appearance, the walk, the trip over the suitcase was an excellent choice.
Actually, that was me.
Oh, and your language. Swell. So typically crass. The pure ring of banal truth.
Well, that was sort of me too. See, I was a hopeful, you know, knocking around on the Great White Way before I joined the Navy.
See, did you ever by chance audition for me?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. De La Maze. I went to so many auditions. Maybe one of them was for you?
I think I would have singled you out.
Oh, I doubt that.
As different from the rest?
Different?
You didn't see yourself as different from the tawdry, self-involved, shop-worn, run-of-the-mill chorus girl?
Gee, no. I thought most of them were pretty nifty.
Nifty. The chase must be going badly. I'd expected to hear shots ringing from the walls by now.
Wait a minute. Maybe I did audition for you. Did you direct I Married an Angel?
That was Josh Logan.
Let's see, I tried out for a voice from Syracuse.
George Abbott.
Sing out the news. Who's who?
Charlie Friedman. Leonard Selman.
Who's who? People!
What?
People! She was substituting food for people. She was probably keeping appointments she didn't want anyone else to know about.
Anyone being Helsa, naturally.
So that night, it was Piccadilly, 1020, corn. What's another word? Corny? A comedian in the show, maybe. What's another word for... What's another word for corn? Oh my God!
Philo Vance would have gotten it so much sooner, my pretty. Now, you and I are going to take a swell trip.
Naturally, Bernice needs another drink. So I then elected to... Oh, my God.
Don't do anything foolish, Roger.
I don't want to deal with this. I absolutely refuse to deal with this.
I suppose you think I'm crazy. Well, I'm not crazy!
Ken, sweetheart, I have no intention of getting into a psychological discussion with you. Okay? God knows I'm not feeling secure enough about myself to hear your problems.
How silly, I must have turned left as a hot water heater. Ken, what are you doing?
Elsa?
Don't tell me. You're the stage door slasher?
I am.
Okay, I did not control red light bulbs. I have them right now.
Is that you?
I asked you not to tell me.
Elsa, put your gun down and get over there.
Excuse me.
Bernice!
I have the wrong room.
Don't move. Over there.
Not again. But why, Ken? Why?
My mother was a great person.
You had to ask.
A simple woman, born of simple stock.
This is gonna be a long story, Ken.
My father left her for a ballet dancer.
I knew it!
She was beautiful.
The ballet dancer?
No, my mother! Beautiful.
Yeah, well, if you thought so much of her, then when's the last time you called her?
Okay, well, it's been a couple of months. Sure,
exactly,
but
that's the
what do you care anyways? You're going to die. All of you. It just remains to determine how.
Ken, I'm not putting on a tutu for anyone.
A fire, of course. What could be more natural than so many lanterns burning? This house burning to the ground will keep you warm enough until help comes, don't you think? Roger, get up. Elsa, sit down. Bernice, put your hands on the piano. Act natural. Nice. Don't look at the gun. Good composition. Reminiscent of that final scene from Berlin Calling, the picture I shot with Paul Lucas.
Oh, for God's sake!
Helmut Dantine, Conrad Veidt, Oscar, Homka, and Merle Oberon. A picture which I assume you've all seen, since you've seen everything else I've done that hasn't been released yet.
Yes,
Taylor
literally.
saw it.
All of
Not
our
right
videos
there.
will make a lot.
Little matter, since you're all going to die. Now, what can I use to make the fire spread more quickly? Bernice, let me see that.
Fire.
Not more fire. What? More fire. That's silly.
Try cognac!
Daddy, you're just in the nick of time.
Well, no sooner the tunnels would have hit me what Miss von Grossen
Newton?
said.
What did I say?
It's like a maze in here. And what's another word for court? Maze. Kindle maze? I've been trying to find my way back ever since.
Excuse me if you're done with that cognac, bottle.
Bernice, I think you've had enough to drink.
You don't have to count, Roger. We're not at your house.
Pen to the maze. Stage door slasher.
Barry killed those dancers and went to ran to hide in the one place where his madness, his paranoia, and his murderous, inhuman tendencies would never be noticed.
Where was that?
Metro Golden Mail.
My goodness, we best go find Sergeant Kelly and inform him the chase is over. We'll be wandering around in there for hours. Will you go in through that way, Eddie? Can you hold down the fort ensign?
Sure, is there any rope?
In the closet. Bernice?
Well, I suppose with the clear card, I'll take care of this.
I am so sick and tired of picking this one up off the floor. This calls for strong coffee.
Did she get the rope?
What?
The rope.
Here it is.
Listen, I really prefer being a comic to being a hero, because when you're a hero, you spend most of your time being scared out of your wits. But I'm gonna go back in those walls and tell Kelly we caught the slasher.
And the saboteur.
Well, what about the sister who sells sausage? All right, I'll be right back. Maybe you should put another knot in that.
Where's everybody? Oh my God.
Ken is the stage door slasher. And who killed all?
I did. Be quiet. Don't scream and you may not get hurt. I know you have a gun and identification as an intelligence officer. Where are they? Oh, I also know what you are thinking. You are thinking, this woman is smaller than me and I am trained in hand-to-hand combat. Surely I can get that knife away from another smaller woman. But can you from a man?
My gosh!
Ah, the handbag! If your naval intelligence was even a little intelligent, David knows that Dieter Wenzel was once the toast of the Berlin Cabaret. Even more famous than Sally Bowles.
A female impersonator?
The best! Adulat Helena, Josephine Baker, oh, and a great Dietrich. A young man is reckless and ready. A young man is handsome and vain. He's young and he's tense, but he hasn't the sense. Coming out from the bay. Get away, get away, get away, young man, get away. Oh, also my legs are better.
Then you killed
Everyone!
Miss Baverstock?
I thought it was Fräulein von Grossen-Newton. She had been sitting in that chair. With her out of the way, this house would have been mine. Plus, I wanted people to think that the slasher was here. As it turned out, he actually was. I also killed the Gestapo agent.
Oh, really?
No, O'Reilly. cabaret days.
Then O'Reilly actually was.
Oh, as he told you, Klaus Stansdorf. When Franz and I took office of Fatherland's money, Franz had the New York was his share. Stansdorf found him and killed him. Stansdorf must have also had information about my sister, so he came here.
Then it was your sister.
Twin sister, yeah.
You killed your own sister?
We were never close, and I needed her identity, as I now need yours.
You'll never get away with this.
Of course I would get today. I have $250,000, and this is America.
How do you know so much about what went on? You weren't even...
Scores have eyes as well as ears, Miss Super Spy. If all Americans are as simple-minded as you, then your capital will one day be Berlin. And now, Miss Naval Intelligence, you are about to disappear forever within the walls of this ridiculous house.
Don't move. Stand still! Oh, I warn you, I'm a skilled marksman.
This safety is on. Mr. Lone Ranger. Ooh, Luger. German gun. It's the best. Over there, next to her!
What happened to her hair?
She's a guy.
How come he's wearing a dress? Oh, I get it. You're trying to stay out of the army.
Very interesting country, America. Where else could you find a comedian and a super spy in the same room?
The White House, probably.
All right, you two half-wits will now go into the tunnels.
Is he so burned up about that anyhow? You asked him to do windows or something?
This is Dieter Wenzel.
I'm a homicidal maniac. We could be in a lot of trouble.
I am going to kill you.
Well, see, that won't be easy.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because I'm scared of guns. So when they handed me that gun and asked me to run around in a dark tunnel with it, naturally, I removed the bullets.
Uh-oh.
This cognac really packs a punch.
Eddie, you're in the nick of time a second time.
You tie up him, her, them. I'll keep an eye on him.
Don't anybody move!
It's okay, Sarge. We've caught the killers.
This is a stage no slasher?
No, I'm the lyricist.
Over here, Sarge.
Hello, hello, are you all alright?
This is the stage door slasher.
And Helsa is a Nazi saboteur. Helsa, a saboteur? Only it's not Helsa. It's her twin brother, Dieter, a female impersonator.
Also Dietrich, Lottlinia, Josephine Baker.
Really, do you do Judy Garland?
Oh, her voice is much too rangy for me.
Really, I would have thought you did local Lennon.
Oh, well, Linius is basically a chest voice, but
Can we save the musical discussion for another day? I want to get these two locked up.
I warn you, I have connections in very high places. I know Harry Cohn and Jack Warner personally. I have lunch with Lella Parsons. Come on. Oh. I have friends in Hollywood that are destined for political greatness. Unknown actors today, but someday.
Fine, when they get off stick and point you to their cabinet.
They will! They will!
Red hot mama, you're the one we need. Red hot mama.
Save that for sing, buddy.
I feel.
Got a Nazi saboteur and a stage door slasher in one night. We'll probably make a windshield.
We are restored to the world. I think the success of our adventure calls for celebration. Let's repair to the dining room for Kriegs Flambe von Grossendu.
That's not made with corn, is it?
Corn, of course. That's it.
What What's it?
We're wrong setting our show in Washington. These are troubled times. Times for a musical that celebrates the spirit of America. The cornfields, the cowboys, those Surreys with all that frilly little crap on top. Our next musical should take place in
Oklahoma.
Nebraska.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
N-E-B-R-A-S-K-A.
Well, you two performed quite heroically. The Navy will be proud of you, Nicole. I intend to write Eleanor about you. As for you, Mr. McEwen, I'm sorry this was not a real audition, or you would have certainly gotten a part.
Well, that's okay. You got the girl.
You did? I did.
I mean, how can I resist a guy who comes flying out of walls every time I need him?
Well, I gotta warn you, I'm not a hero naturally.
Well, no one's a hero naturally. Anyhow, I'm not concerned about heroics. I'm concerned about chemistry.
Now that I got covered.
Yeah, I know. You inherited it.
Ah, what a storm.
Helsa?
Oh, nine. I'm her cousin Catalina, the cook from Koblenz. That sounds. Okay.
I'm done.